So Seth Rollins is your new world heavyweight champion. I don't know what to feel about that. I mean, one thing, I get the logic. I get why Gunther lost, because anyways it was reported that he was going to take some time off because he had a nose injury or something. He bladed also in the match. I think I have to get my sleep because I missed some of the match also. I will go and rewatch it. I think I will say the show was overall fine. The matches were fun. I would not say like there were too many matches where you will go like, yeah, this is a five-star match, but I don't think any match you'll see and you'll go, this is a bad match. But the thing about Seth cashing in was the uh, one thing that you can say, okay, like Seth roosed us all. Like everyone had an idea that Seth is not really injured. I think one wrinkle that they added was appreciated was he came out with the crutches and then he like, you know, threw the crutches away and all. But also, like, why didn't CM Punk just run away from the ring? Like, Seth took his time to come to that ring. Why didn't CM Punk just leave through the crowd? Like, if they really wanted to like make this more realistic, they could have had Bronson and Braun coming from the crowd to like maybe block off his exits. But it kind of felt like CM Punk was just standing there, not doing much. But from what I heard on Twitter, like CM Punk vs Gunther was great. Seth is the world champion. In the end, I get why CM Punk had to win, because for how many matches is he going to lose for the championship? Like he has had how many shots? Like he has won. He lost the elimination chamber. He lost at Royal Rumble. He lost against Cena. So he has had shots for the title or opportunity to go for the title. He lost at WrestleMania also, and so it's not like he's been winning a lot of times. So they had to like have CM Punk, and also they had to give him that moment, because they had to give Drew that moment, because Drew was losing and the storyline, it made sense for Drew to at least get that moment, and it made sense for CM Punk to get his moment, and he eventually got his moment. Only thing I was like, yeah, I'm glad Gunther got his moment, that main eventing as the World Heavyweight Champion, night one of the second biggest PLE of the year, over 50,000 people for the World Heavyweight Championship is a big thing. And this probably means he's going to take some time off, so whenever Gunther eventually comes back, he's going to be re energized. And it's again the reason that Gunther always loses is because he always takes the eyes off the ball. He starts gloating, and that's what cost Gunther his match. In the end, I this is probably setting up Seth and LA Knight at Clash at Paris, and I can probably see then Ricky Sainz probably making his debut as another member of uh, Seth's faction. Braun is injured, like his knee is taped up. I hope it's not something like too big. It's just a minor injury, because their match against Roman and Jay was like fine. It was like nothing special. It had its moments. You had, Jay and Roman doing uh, the heat stuff between and having the entrance stuff. Roman almost missing both of them on the dive, and in the end, Roman sacrificing himself, like selling the spear, like he got like mowed down by a truck, and then Jay getting the pin over Bronson, which in a way kind of makes sense, because they protected Braun. In the end, also Roman is not going to be here because of Street Fighter, so so it was probably the better decision to give the momentum to Jey Uso, who has already like who has already lost, like since losing to Gunther, like he has already lost to Gunther a lot. He already lost to Gunther. He has already lost to Gunther, and he has lost due to distraction finishes. They have kept him protected, but I think he needed a big win going forward. He is one of the baby faces top baby faces on Raw, so they needed that. Apart from that, Tiffany versus Jade, from what I saw, it felt like they both were in good positions. Like it felt like there were no like botches. They were moving fast, but just as it looked like it was getting into second gear, Tiffany just beat Jade. And the way that Jade's expressions were after the match, it felt like, is a heel turn coming for Jade? Maybe Bianca comes back, maybe Jade actually turns heel. I don't know, it looks like something is gonna happen. I do want to see like where does this go? Because I don't think this is like done now. Like yeah, Jade is gonna come back for Tiffany. And I had an like inkling that Punk is gonna win because Tiffany won her match. Then you had Drew and Logan just beat Jelly Roll and Randy Orton before the main event. So it was like they're not gonna have like two heels win back to back. So yeah, they gave Punk that moment in front of the fans. Like now Drew can mock Punk also. Like probably Punk held the title as the well, as the length he probably held it. And Drew, I think I think the match was fine between Drew and Logan versus Jelly and Randy. I think it went a little bit too long, but props to Jelly Roll. Like he was in the match as a like a regular tag wrestler would be for a major amount of time. That bump he took through the announce table, and then when they were taking him, and then Jelly Roll coming back into the ring, it was probably one of the loudest pops of the night. Him hitting that choke slam also, and then in the end him taking the pin and Logan getting the pin. I would have liked if Drew would have gotten the pin. I get why they had Logan win because Logan has been losing a lot, and he's gonna be there for the future, so they probably wanted to get him there, maybe get some heat back on him. And Randy not getting pinned makes sense. This way they can continue the Drew and Randy feud for a little bit longer because Cody is not gonna be there. So I like this. I do want to see where does this lead. Like, does this mean that Logan is getting back into like the WWE Championship picture? Maybe because Drew and Randy are not over. Drew got a win here, but he didn't pin Randy, and they're probably gonna go into that scene, and I can see Logan also inserting himself there. Apart from that, I think Charlotte and Alexa versus the Judgment Day was good. I think if the crowd was more into it, it would have been even better because they were really smooth. Like the basic story of the match was that you have Judgment Day, which has become a well-oiled unit, and you have Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, who are still like allies of convenience. That was the whole story. I think I would say about this, like there were some times that I thought, oh, it's over now. Like especially when they were going for the Tahana bomb on like they were going on Tahana bomb on Charlotte because Alexa accidentally punched Charlotte, but then Alexa actually saved the pin, which I think was really good. Like even the crowd was like shocked, and in the end, it looked like Charlotte like boot uh, was gonna boot Alexa Bliss when she was going for the Sister Abigail and Roxanne. Like, dude, they were good camera angle, but then she booted Raquel, and then Alexa pinned uh, by giving her a Sister Abigail to Roxanne and winning the tag team championship. They did the right thing. I think probably the next people that are going after is, I think, Judgment Day obviously, but probably Kabuki Warriors too. I think the only match that you can say was disappointing was Sammy versus Karen Cross. Like I think because first Sammy versus Karen Cross and Tiffany versus Jade happened back to back, and both of the matches felt like they could have gotten more time. It felt like Triple H like saying, "Oh, 6 matches." No, it's really 5 matches. Sammy versus Karen Cross, I think it just made Karen Cross look like a chump, really, because the match happened. Uh, he got his ass whipped. Like she gave the steel pipe, but Sammy just threw it away, and Karen couldn't take advantage of the interference, and he beat Sammy anyways. And after the match, it was like Sammy was like, "We are done," and Karen was like, "Yeah, okay." It kind of feels like they have not re-signed with WWE. it feels like this was probably the end, like because the way that they booked him, they gave him nothing. Because like their first two matches probably had more heat, like the way like had probably had more offense. This was their blow off match. This should probably have had more like hard strikes in it, but there were not any hard strikes. Because now what do you do with Karen Cross? Like you cannot continue this feud further. Like what does Karen Cross do now? Like maybe he resigns, but then you send him over to SmackDown. I don't know. Like this was probably the match that disappointed me. So I would probably give this a 3 out of 5. I think the Seth Cashin, I liked some parts of it, that because they were waiting a long time. They didn't have the graphic, they didn't have like the boom, like the pyro going off. I think they could have done it a little faster and maybe done it a little smarter, like blocking CM Punk's exits. But apart from that, like a 3 out of 5 show. So that was my review. What did you think about this show? Tell me in the comment section. If you like this type of content, like this video, share and subscribe. If you don't, then share it with those who do. My social media accounts, which are my Twitter/X account and my Instagram account, links are in the description, so go follow me on that. My UPI ID link, which is ShabBoyZ, is also in the description, so go donate any amount of money which you can, which can help me make YouTube a permanent career option. So that was it for me for right now. So thank you, goodbye, alvida.